Okay, so for the last little while I've been growing oyster mushrooms. If you haven't been following me on Twitter, you wouldn't know that, but I have. Cool. Um, and recently I found out that they like secrete, especially when introduced to contaminants, they like secrete this kind of yellow liquid, right? The mycelium secretes this yellow liquid. And what that's supposed to be is like antibodies and like all sorts of like crazy molecules that are basically very novel, and they help fight off infection or help fight off whatever contaminant happens to be in the area present. And it's kind of through this method that the mycelium can filter water. So what I'm going to try and do, or what I've tried to do and succeeded in doing, is make kind of like a mushroom kind of beer, kind of like a kombucha, right? By soaking the mushroom spawn cake, even though it's on rye grain, it tastes fine. Soak it in a bucket and just let it suck up the water and filter it back out again. And basically, I'm going to show you how to do that, or how I did it at least. Not saying maybe it's a bad idea, like who knows, it could be like some crazy chemicals in there, but I don't think there is. It's oyster mushrooms, like these have been eaten for years, so like if it was poisonous you'd know about it. But I haven't really heard of anyone really doing this, so maybe it's the thing I came up with. I don't know, it gives me like a buzz when I drink it. I really like it. Really like drinking it. It's something about a man and his fungus. He just likes drinking the juice of his fungus. Anyway, here you go, I'm going to show you. Okay, so here's my oyster mushroom spawn cake, right? This is a massive, I made it out of a bag like this. Like one of these, see how it's rye grain? Exactly like one of these, identical. And I just spawned it with a spore syringe of oyster mushrooms, Pleurotus ulmarius, if I remember that correctly. That's the Latin name for this particular species. If I take this out, you can see on the bottom it's kind of moist. Oh, this light. On the bottom it's kind of moist because I just had it submerged and I've already had one extraction from this, but I'm going to make another one. So what you do basically is you just fill this up with filtered water, this bucket. Not completely, just enough to submerge most of this mycelium. You just fill it up with water and then you just let it soak it up the water and interact with the water. And then you just let it sit overnight basically. You put some water in it. I'll put some water in it now and show you guys what it looks like with water in it. So here it is submerged in water, if you can see. The lighting's terrible, but it's just submerged in water. You can flip it upside down. I flip it around sometimes. And basically it's like a SCOBY in kombucha. You know, anyone familiar with making kombucha, they have like a SCOBY, right? Well, I have this oyster mushroom mycelium through rye grain. I just float it in there. And it'll soak up the water and, well, it won't soak up the water, but it will like filter the water and it will interact with the water and make it mushroomy. So that's what we want. So we just do it like this. We'll cover it up to prevent contamination. This bucket is sterilized. I cleaned it. So yeah, just cover it up to prevent contamination and let it do its thing. So here it is. Once I've just covered it up, I've just covered it up in plastic saran wrap or plastic wrap, and then some aluminium foil. And then I just left the little peak of the little pory bit from the bucket. I left that out so it can breathe it, because the mushrooms breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. They need to breathe. So that's one reason you don't submerge it completely and put something on top of it so it is like completely submerged, because it won't be able to breathe. It'll drown, I think, anyway. Well, they need to breathe, right? So it's got to drown. I'm not going to drown it, but anyway, I left this little bit open so it could breathe. Okay, so once you've left your mycelium cake out overnight, left it in a bucket of water. Then it's time to pour it off. So what you do is you get a glass bottle, prefer glass over plastic, then get a funnel and a filter, just a thin mesh filter, because some of the seeds or the rye grain can fall off and go into the drink, and you don't want to be drinking rye grain. So what you're going to do is you're going to just pour it in. Okay, there we go, it's poured in. And pretty much it's done now. What I like to do is mix it in with like cordials and soda water and stuff. This is soda water with lime cordial in it. So soda water, lime cordial. And so what I do is I pour some of this, which came out of here, right? Pour some of this in my drink. Not that much. So like that. It's like maybe 3-4 shots of alcohol by volume. Obviously it's not alcohol, it's just going off what a shot is. And then I just pour the lime cordial soda water in. And then you're good to go. And basically it doesn't have much of a flavour, especially when you put a flavouring in like lime cordial, but it's good stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, one last thing, just editing the video right now. This video is sponsored by smashing that like button. You have to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It's essential. It's key. It's so important that you should just really do it right now. So there you go, smash the like button.